God, wine trouble the water away in the water, way in the water, children, way in the water. God, wine trouble the water. God, wine trouble the water. Oh, them children. Some of them children must have been here, ain't they? I go get her those. Children always a kind around a leaf thing or the rest of the place and things like that. Oh, what is y'all? See, oh, that children know I like that. Children know I said we the black gold and thing like that. So they left me the right color, right chunk. What is y'all? Oh, what color? Nice on right chunk. Children must have seasoned. I could have almost rust up and things like beer juice like that. If you been a cook, you ain't been a rust up tall, and Mr. Coulda. Oh, that one pretty. They got gold in them too, anything like that. Great. They glad he was see on them. And yet he say, since all these other rest of children ain't been a run around act like a crack anything like that, say you but more children and thing like that. Say, yet he say, oh, that one could have become across you on $100 and thing, crab baby and thing that going all across the sun and thing like that. Yeah. I know. You have to go back in this your box here because see, these people around here see you and they like for nap on your egg and thing like that, but can't do that no more. When children used to do that back at Yona. Yeah, come around. Now I'm putting a quarter egg. Great God, I tell you. That's nice. Glad if I see this young. Wonder what make them left this year. Okay. Fetch it and children member see. The most time for me go Walboro. Yeah. I could have carried this on at Walboro. Yeah, and I see Sister Sheila them. Great God, I tell you, children. And I study with Sister Sheila. Oh yeah, that's my gal in now. Great God, I love them people at Colleton County Memorial Library. 20 years! 20 years I've been to work with them. 20 years and things like that. Yeah. Going all the way to Walter Bar all the time. You know something? She'll come here one time. Catch him from St. Island one time. Great God, one time that gal been here. But true. But they ain't never did out to the compound. I gotta have to call him and see how he'll do. And things like that. Yeah, 20 years a long time. Glad if I have all the love and thing for them children and Walter Bar now. They're my family up there now. Okay, I tell you the truth. Yeah. And all these years and things like that, we crack we teeth with them about the cricket thing and about living your punts and telling Island all out thrown in the ocean. Yeah, but then the inland children, but sometimes they have before some North Sea, they're the different the Gullah Geechee nation. So you know what? They tell me, say that, do this your thing pun. That thing on the online we call them the U and the tube, yeah, the YouTube. So you know what? I got to send something over to Sheila and thing like that. Yeah, Garfield, what's going on? You think we should send something on to Walter Bar and Sheila? What do you think? Yeah? Okay, that could be your answer then. I'm glad your answer say, yeah, going on and doing. So you know what? Yeah, I know what. Here, Hannah children, how Hannah to do? Oh, I'm so glad that this your thing allow me for crack my teeth with you. Yeah, man, get the water bar this year, yeah, because this your thing called Rona become. And Rona been going all wrong and thing like that. Rona got me to wear mask and all kind of thing like that. And you know, if I ever come to the library with a mask on and thing, y'all might yell at me, but not so good in it. And thing like that. Well, look at children. Don't worry about that tall toe. But Sheila, all my children I love right there at the Colleton County Memorial Library. Don't think so, I forget who Hannah done now. After 20 years, all this your time we'd have been together. Oh, I ain't forget tall. And thank you, give and things like that. Oh, yeah. I know that children left this year, y'all, and left my book out here for something. And left this year book because he knows it. Every time I left here from St. Helena and go on Waterboro, I go on yonder for read to honor children. And so now, you know, plenty of time when I did it, we sing up, we get for clap up and thing like this stuff. And it, I get y'all children going, oh, freedom, oh, freedom, oh, freedom, over me. And before I be on a slave, I going to be buried in my grave and while home to my God and be free. You know one thing what become a freedom for truth? When your mind free for going anywhere Honor want for be. So even if you tell Honor you have to stay indoors, you can still left there. If you let your mind carry you and things like that. You know when I be a little girl, I used to let my mind carry me all kind of the rest of the place. All from where I did there and things like that. And you know how I get there? I get there through books. So that's why I still love to read books. You know one thing? I got one surprise for Honor children this year time. This year book y'all called The Sandman Daughter. I helped her write them with a woman named Robin Carter. Now you don't see coulda would did it. You don't see that coulda would did until it had in the box because they know I had this your book here. This your book about the coulda and thing. But you know what else it about? About the children. About children and the grandmama and thing like that. So, y'all want to hear them? I think Miss Sheila want to hear them, even if 100 children ain't want to hear them and thing like that. I believe that she want to hear the book and thing. So I could take my time and read them to 100 children now. Ain't it? The Sandman's Daughter. Now see, since Robin Carter ain't the Gullah Geechee told, the thing ain't there in we language and thing like that. Y'all ain't get yet me to crack my teeth that much in this year and thing like that. I don't know what this year, ain't it? How to crack my teeth now, ain't it? Oh, great God, I hope you remember. Yeah, I hope on the children now answer me. Say Gullah. That's right. G-U-L-L-A-H. Gullah. So, honey, get it, but we too. Who we be? Geechee. G-E-E-C-H-E-E. So if honey to go anywhere between Jacksonville, North Kakalaki to Jacksonville, Florida, honey would have come on we coastline. Honey would have get it, but the islands like what I did upon now, the Sea Islands. I hope on the children can say that now. The Sea Islands. S-E-A-I-S-L-A-N-D-S. All right? So with the Sea Islands and thing like that, you would have yet people to crack your teeth like this, yeah? And you'll hear us talking like this. But the Sea Islands from Jacksonville, North Carolina to Jacksonville, Florida, and then the low country, 30 to 35 miles inland to the St. Johns River, all of this is the Gullah Geechee Nation. So you hear me to crack my teeth like this, yeah? That's a Gullah. But when you hear me speak this way, it's what now? English. I hope you said that, right? I know, Miss Sheila. I know you said it. Okay, then. So, one of the things that I love, that Miss Sheila loves, and why there are places called libraries, is because there are people that love books. And I thought this book would help people who want to open up their mind and take a journey to the Sea Islands, from right wherever they are. This would help so much. And of course, something that people see and like to play in and play with and build things out of when they come here is sand, right? So I thought it was kind of interesting when Robin said, well, she wanted to write a story, not about the Sandman, but about the Sandman's daughter, right? So now, I know some of y'all will think about it and you say, well, wow, I heard of the Sandman. Ain't he the one that put you to sleep? Yeah. So why don't we find out what his daughter can do? Chapter 1. You know what? Let me think about that. Let me try this here. Let's see if we can do this. Some of y'all probably wear these too, right? Yeah, so we can see even clearer than without them, right? So let's see. Chapter 1. No doubt about it. I'm the maddest I ever been in my pajamas. I slammed the dictionary shut, shattering dog hair across the floor. Grams claims quiet time with assigned dictionary words isn't punishment, but a learning opportunity. Like she doing me some kind of favor. She calls up the stairs with a tempting peace offering. I'm itching to go. The chance to witness a turtle hatch is rare. So now I'm even madder as I give her the silent treatment. She sighs and leaves without me. High tide waves break against the seawall in angry hisses, sneering at me. I shove at the door with my foot, just as Dred Scott, the Scotty Terrier, who owns Grams, comes bouncing through. He eyes me accusingly. I scowl right back at him. Why is everything a learning opportunity with Grams? Even a dog's name. We jump on my bed and I offer Dred Scott an apologetic tummy rub. He disdainfully accepts, soon filling the room with snuffling, snorting, and a bunch of nose whistling. So it's no wonder that I don't hear anybody enter my room. I'm casting rude shadow figures on the wall by moonlight when swoosh, another shadow smacks into mine, spewing sand like confetti. Well, fine. Just another thing for Graham to blame me for. Quet, go on, child. What if it scared me? What would I do out bed in the dark? Why, it sounds like Miss Betty. But she hasn't been to visit since the incident. So who's speaking Gullah and claiming I'm scared him? The stranger raises a shimmering hourglass of sand, revealing a dusky, weathered face with a grin like when Gramps was up to something, and Gramps pretended to disapprove of. Some kind of hat is tilted on his head as he waits for my answer. But the hourglass has me speechless. The glowing sand flows not downward, but upward, hovering around this floating intruder. Dred Scott sits transfixed. I scoot backwards on my bed to dodge any random sand landing on me and transforming me into, hey, wait, just what is this guy and how did he get through the door that I kicked shut? Uneasy feelings crept in. Maybe I should have gone with Grams after all. The sandy man peers at me and then chortles. Yes, chortles. Look it up. I had to. He taps his hourglass 2 times. Most of the sparkles of sand gather around the top and spill in. His scuffed up slippers settle on the floor a fraction before his feet slide into them. Man, naughty long mouth for a true. Hunter look just like a match when it be miserable, ain't it? Oh, Craig God. He sounds approving of my scowl. Approving? And how dare he compare me with Grams? Huh. Why, it's all her fault I'm up here missing this turtle hatch now. And who is Gullah speaking, sometimes levitating? Yes, levitating. I had to learn that too. So I'm going to use it. Man, and how does he know Grams? And what's with the sand? And, oh, Don't tell me that this guy believes he's the Sandman? Footsteps on the creaky stairs interrupt my reeling mind. A respectful knock follows. Who now? The Tooth Fairy? Scooter? I came back to tell. Graham stops in her tracks as this inexplicable man turns his hourglass lantern towards her. Good, it's her turn to be rattled. But she doesn't look at all uneasy. As a matter of fact, she looks well. Have you ever lost something or packed it away and then later when you find it again, you remember how much it means to you? That's exactly how Grams looks. She recovers her composure. Why, Stan, she whispers. I wanted to do match. He answers and jauntily tips his hat, causing sand to fly all around him again. They know each other? They know each other. And now they have forgotten that I am even in this room. This Sandy man is my visitor, and here goes Graham, spalling things like she did earlier today. I stomped my feet and sent more dog hairs flying. Graham cocks her eyebrow, and the Sandy man gives her a wink. They sigh. Match? I've been to think about this, y'all. Let me count, Grant. City water. Hey, wait. Stan thinks it's a good idea to take me to the ocean? Certainly, Stan. And Tanky, once again. Graham speaks very softly as she glances around the room, like she's remembering at a different time, and then gathers up Dred Scott, closes the door. Sure, save the dog. Stan releases sand from his hourglass. The grains dance over my confused head. When I have to move fast, y'all, before he get you. Come on, because we get home for midnight, he announces as he hoists me out the window by the scuff of my neck. I have no control over moving fast, but I sure hope that part about getting back home before midnight is true. Y'all see, old Dred Scott, he done went on out that room with Graham and just left Scooter in there. Let's see what happens. Chapter 2. I scrunch up every part of my body and grab at the guy's arm. OMG, it's sand. He really is a Sandman. Okay, Scooter, calm down. Miss Betty tells me to pray when I get scared. Does OMG count? I breathe deeply. Pry over one eye. Our flight path takes us over all the beach houses towards the maritime forest. We're approaching my favorite place on the beach. Too far for tourists to lug coolers and chairs and all the other belongings they need to get in touch with nature. Here, early on summer mornings, deer tracks crisscross those of the wild boar, raccoons, and foxes. Gulls and herons and egrets perch on the old pier pilings, fishing in the shallows. But nothing is stirring now. In the dark, the maritime trees all twisted and sculpted by salt and wind resemble an enchanted forest, and not the kid-friendly kind. Just as fear creeps in again, Sandman or Mr. Stan or whoever he is, it looked like my ancestor still did it. At Miss Betty's family reunion, the griot, that's a Gullah historian, I'm helping you out here now, said their ancestors were a part of the trees. Is that what Mr. Stan sees? Are they going to come alive before I can beg to go back home? I mean, my feet thud the damp sand and I stubbed my big toe on a conch shell. Ashaboo! I sputter, hopping around on 1 foot while the ghost crabs scatter. Grams doesn't allow swear words, but does tolerate substitute words if spelled and defined correctly. This year, the substitutes are names of rivers. Ashepoo, A-S-H-E-P-O-O. A river emptying into the St. Helena Sound is one I use a lot since I had to learn to spell it anyway. A short, shrill whistle punctures the heavy, humid air, interrupted my thoughts. Mr. Stan, an owl, I turn to ask when a dark shape begins to emerge out of the ocean. Suddenly, enchanted forest doesn't seem so scary after all. I edge closer to Mr. Stan. The shape resembles a large horseshoe crab. No, wait, there's something under it, rising up taller and gliding in our direction. I pull back from Mr. Stan, tripping over his slippers and landing on my backside. Sandpit, I whisper, silently reciting S-A-M-P-I-T, a river flowing into Winya Bay. See how brainwashed I am? Snorting, Mr. Stan helps me up, and I start shakily brushing off the wet sand as I hear splashing water. Daddy? Inquires a voice burbling like a waterfall. I peep around Mr. Stan. A silhouette emerges in the moonlight, slighter than Mr. Stan, but more majestic. She rises from the ocean like a cresting wave, her shimmering gown trailing sea foam. She seems to have the same gentle ebony face as Mr. Stan. Her hat is a horseshoe crab. Yes, the shell. But it doesn't look silly on her. She wears it like a crown. Samantha, this is the Madge Grand. Can Hunter help him? Help me? The only help I need is to get back home. For sure, she gurgles through the air. Mr. Stan flashes a distracted smile and then taps his hourglass, muttering something about, hurry up, yo. His slippers spin up sand before he dissolves into the sea fog. Now you see how that story done got you going somewhere, ain't it? I know until I done get to that shore right with me, ain't it? And things like that. You will fly through the air with Mr. Stan, ain't it? You and Yeti behold Samantha to do. And if it's a Sandman daughter for true, ain't it? Well, you know we ain't got that much of time for we read this whole thing, y'all. But I gotta tell you what, if you go on yonder to your library, ask them for The Sandman's Daughter by Robin Carter and Queen Quet, and say Queen Quet in a cracky teapot right here upon this here YouTube. See, I won't read the rest of the story. Please, y'all, let me read them. Go in there and get the book. Especially if you did in St. Helena Branch Library or you did it in Colleton County Memorial Library. You can take this your book off the shelf this summer for the reading program and read them and then join me on this your show, you see. But you can sit wherever wanna be. And yet, but who we be? We be Gullah Geechee, anointed people. And I'm so glad for leaving a time for she with her children with the Sandman daughter. But I also want to say to all of you that I thank y'all for the 20 years that you have come out and joined us at the library. And we sang together, we celebrated together, we shouted together, and we took that journey from right there in the stacks amongst all the books. So we're going to get back to being able to do that, God willing, in 2021. But in the meantime, you see where I did right by this hand pump? Because just like the ocean made of what? Water. She come up out the what? The ocean. So she come up out the what? The water. The St. Johns River to the what? The water. The hand pump bring out water too. It don't bring out salt water. It bring out fresh water. So keep washing your hand in them. Stay cleansed and sanitize. And when you're going out chilling, then put on your mask. See, since I did out here, just me and my little kitty cat Garfield, I ain't had to worry about him. Me and the bird and thing, we fine. But you know what? I'm trying to read, but all this shit, it make me think, maybe I should go on and change my clothes and go on down to the ocean myself. And in a little while, read the rest of this your book. I know when you can read your own. I think that's a perfect place for me doing. Ain't it, Sister Sheila? What do you think about that? That's a good place for reading it. You always come to the library, still get your books, and then go on home. Chillin', enjoy this summer. Enjoy this your time with your family. And make sure you read every day. And you know what? Thank you, Colleton County. You're my family. So I had to study about you, I had to read about you, and most of all, I had to pray. So, honey, chillin', let's keep on praying, yeah? And keep on loving. Peace and blessing to all y'all. Why not?